Hey, welcome back. In this video, we're going to take a look at Monodevelop for the first time. So, if you've closed Unity and your enthusiasm, no problem, just reopen it. Let's go into our project we created, Number Wizard, which you should be able to find. If you're having trouble, maybe File and Open Project will help you. Okay, and remember we saved that scene game. If you didn't, then File, Save Scene, and let's just have that game scene, just so we're ready for later on. Anyway, we're talking about Monodevelop. So what you need to do is create your script. Remember in the diagram we drew before, we showed you that we will always create our scripts from inside Unity. So let's do it this way, this time. Right-click in Assets. So Project tab at the bottom, then Assets, right-click and create C# script for me. Call it Number Wizard. All one word, capital N, capital W, no spaces. Okay, numberwizard.cs. So now Unity has written a file called numberwizard.cs to the file system. In fact, let me show you that. Reveal in Finder. Here we go. Wherever you've saved it, your Number Wizard project has got a load of stuff you don't need to worry about, but it has an assets folder. And within the assets folder, which is what you see over in Unity, you have a game.unity, which is your scene or level. And then we have a numberwizard.cs. Okay, so it's created the file, just like we talked about. Double click on it. And for the first time in... Okay, here it comes. And there it is. You have your numberwizard.cs script open in MonoWizard. So in NumberWizard, Monodevelop this thing. Okay, cool. So I wanted to show you around Monodevelop a little bit. It should look like this. If it doesn't, then it's your view setting. You want to be in the solution view. On the left-hand side, I also have a pad open called the solution pad. You don't necessarily need that. So here's a few things that are going to make our life easier before we do anything. Let's go to Monodevelop Preferences. And I want to go and help you scroll down and find the bit that talks about auto indentation in Monobehavior, which is under Text Editor, Behavior, and then Indentation Mode. And I want to set that to automatic rather than smart. All right, this is a minor thing, but it's going to make your life a little bit easier when you start typing code with regards to how it indents, which means how much white space it puts in. Okay, so that's the auto indent mode. That's fantastic. Now, the other thing to get your eye in for with Mono is pretty obvious, but these things are line numbers, 1 to 16. We will be using those a lot later, particularly when we see an error. We're going to dive into the script and look at the line number. So they'll just continue to add in every time you add a new code line. Another thing we're going to be doing is moving the indentation of code around. So this is correctly indented at the moment, but there are a couple of ways you can do that. You can go to the line in question. By the way, you can do all of coding without the mouse. In fact, I'm going to be doing that to try and keep the mouse out of the way for you. So cursor keys will go up and down and left and right as usual. If you want to indent or outdent a line, hold down Command or Control, depending on your Mac or PC, and use the left and right square brackets. And each time you do that, it'll bring that line in. Holding down Shift will allow you to select a block, and then again with the Command or Control and the brackets will indent and outdent your code. Another way to do that is to go to the start of line and push a tab, or you could do Shift Tab to go back, but you have to be at the start of the line then. By the way, please do not use spaces, use tabs. Do not go 1, 2, 3, 4. You may notice it's 4 spaces. We don't want you using spaces. Use tabs. Okay, so final keyboard shortcut you may want to know about is holding down the Alt key and going left and right, and then you can go one word at a time. That could be handy. There's actually tons and tons of keyboard shortcuts in Molo, so why don't I just show you where to go and look for them, and then you can decide what to use. Each one takes a bit of time to develop the habit. So Monodevelop menu and then Preferences on the Mac, or on a PC it's Tools and Options, and then you will find key bindings. And that will show you all the existing key bindings and new ones you can create yourself if you want. So basically the takeaway from this video is using keyboard shortcuts in Monodevelop is going to save you a load of time. So start building the habit of using them one at a time, and then you will be in Code Nirvana. See you later.